Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25. With me, Mr. Searly P. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mods for Wednesday the 4th of June, as it has been of late. There are a lot, it's taken me a long time to set this up, so these will not be releasing until Thursday the 5th. I do apologise, and this is probably part 1 of 2 again. Apologies, no updates today, so we're going to crack straight on with this. In front of us we've got the Biogas Station. This is by Weekend Farmers Taxes, 1.01 megabyte download, 2 slots, 5,000 to buy. Build mode and tools is where you'll find it. You place it, and just like any of the fuel stations, anything like that, this isn't refillable, this is just a fuel point. And with a methane powered tractor, whatever it might be, come up alongside and it should say, as long as you've used some fuel of course, it will say start filling, as it says top left, start filling. A hiss, a puff. Did that not charge me? I mean, to be fair, I think I only needed a litre. But there you go. Awesome biogas station. Next we have got the old style fence. This might have a problem, as we can see here. Missing fence post. I tried it all different ways around to get that to work, and anyway, doesn't matter. 1.37 megabytes download, 4 slots plus, but this is by Sienek. Build mode down to our fence section. There are 3 fence sections to this. Now, if you want the fence facing out, technically, because the way that it sits on the posts, you want to go from right to left. If you want it the other way around, you want to go left to right. So if I go that way, like that, there's our fence section. Click on that, change segment part. There's our gateway. Now, if I click on that to place the gateway, which does that, and then do next segment type and go along from there, going on from there, look, there's a post there now, but as soon as I go forward on to the next bit, the post disappears. I tried placing it independently and then placing fencing, but every time I tried to place next to the gate, the post didn't appear. I'm not sure why, but the gate will open. Like that. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I've tried all different permutations, so it could potentially be something I'm doing wrong, but if not, potentially it will get an update. That's the old style fence. Next to that, we've got this over here from Lancyboi. This is a very nice looking shed, this pasture. Customise fence CowBarn by Lancyboi, 59.99 megabytes download, 23 slots, 80,000 to purchase, 150 plus animals this will take if you reconfigure the fence, which you can, and then you can do the meadow grass inside as well. Build mode and animals is where you'll find it. Milk point is just here. I don't know if this gate opens on this bit here. Then we have got dialogue box with the pen I've put in. We've got up to 190. What did I say? It was 150. So yeah, standard pen 150. I've got up to 190. We've got all our various different bits inside here. There was light. I love the fact they say water only. I'm not sure what else you would put in there, but feed trigger and bedding trigger was down the side. Oh, gee, it was a feed trigger and bedding trigger, but they're in these bits here. Again, these are mostly fairly straightforward. Turn on shed lights. I do like the pens like this. Let's find out. Open gate. Nicely made and detailed, as you can see, with the larger gate here for the centre section for running our feeds and stuff through, which makes it open plan. Slurry point is just there. Now this doesn't, I'm trying to think actually, does this say whether or not, not that one, that one, manure, no manure heap nearby. I just want to check something. Customised fence CowBarn, it doesn't mention there is one. So yeah, so you, as far as I can tell, you're going to need to place a manure heap if you want manure from it as well. But like I say, very nicely made and detailed. Customised fence CowBarn. Next we have got, I'm going to show you in here, going to build mode, up to there, across to farmhouses. Just there we've got small renovated house. This is 19.53 megabytes download, 20 slots, 25,000 to buy. This is by Dymitri. Click on that. Oh, sorry, this is what it looks like. No customization options, and you don't go inside this one. Sleep and wardrobe trigger on the outside. That's what it looks like. Again, nicely made and detailed. Come out from there, and then behind that we have got the small houses. 25.87 megabytes download, 12 slots, 95,000, 11 slots, 85,000 by naimog mod. These you'll find here, as I said, 95,000, 85,000, the red one and the blue one. The red car and the blue car had a race. I put these out because these ones you do actually go inside these to get to the triggers, and there's window options to open and stuff like that as well. I'll show you in the red one, but the blue one is a smaller version, similar style. No colour options, I say, they come like that. So we've got a covered sort of porch area for parking of vehicles and stuff if you want. That door does open. Does that light switch work? It does. For the outside lights, just under here. Front door is here, which does open and close. We come inside here. I can't remember which light switch worked. Was it the back? Maybe not. The windows, look. Very cool. Kitchen area. The lights go in here. There we go. And then which door was it? I think it was this one. Was for our sleep and wardrobe trigger just inside the bedroom here. And then was it bathroom facilities at the back? Nope, another bedroom. Where were the bathroom facilities? Was that around the back? I could have sworn. Am I losing it? Probably. Window here as well. Let's say anywhere where there's a window, I think pretty much the windows open and close. The same with the blue one. To the rear, just a slightly different layout, slightly different design, but along the same lines, as you can see. Next we have got the manure storage rectangular. This by RC3D Platzhirsch Group. 5.31 megabytes download, 6 slots each. There are two. One is 600,000 litres, one is 400,000 litres. If we go airborne, you'll see, there you go. Putting in and taking out is at the front. I must admit, I never normally try these next to animal pens, whether they will fill up from an animal pen. I don't think they're an extension. These are a sort of a separate storage solution, and I have put a little bit in each of these so you can see, you know, obviously those will gradually fill up the more you put in. If we come from here to our silos, there you go. So 65,000 there for the 400,000 litre, and then 175,000 for the 800 litre, which is a curiosity, isn't it? Because if that's 400,000 litre for 65 grand, wouldn't you just place two of those? I suppose that's all in one, I guess, but it is double. You can just put one of those and then one of those to the back of it, and you're spending 130 grand as opposed to 175. Always looking for them good deals, people. Always looking for them good deals. No customization options, I say. In and out is done just there. That's the manure storage rectangular. Next we've got the American Farmers Market. These by OmaTana. A little bit like the smaller ones that we got from OmaTana the other day. So this is 20.91 megabytes download, 30 slots and 27 slots, 15,000 each. Build mode and sell points is where you'll find them. I love all the extra decoration that OmaTana puts in, and the colour and stuff really stands out. So the difference between the two of these, like the other one she had the other day, was there's one with decoration, one without. The one with decoration already has all the things in it. So if you want your sell point to have all of the items, so it looks, you know, as it should when it's full, that's fine. The other option doesn't, and that's for the people that want to see the stuff as they're bringing stuff to it. It gradually fills up as you go, and then over time that will gradually go again, I guess, as it sells. But around the back and sides of this, you've got play area. Now there's no, like here we've got chalk drawings and stuff. You can then, you know, use your landscaping tool, put a bit of cement down, asphalt, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. But the sell point trigger is round to the side here. So as we saw in the first one, to the left was bread and cakes and stuff like that, and then we've got our mushrooms and chili peppers and things like that. To this side there were tins and sauces and stuff. This side cheeses and milk and things. So what I'm going to do is just throw a few bits in here, and we should see, hopefully, he says, there we go, let's get these bits in, there we go. This takes all sorts of stuff. It does, I think it does bales as well. I'll show you in just a moment in the menu. So when we go inside here, hopefully, if this has worked, we should have bread in there, which we do. Cakes there. To the side here, there we go. Look, chilies, look. Chilies are in there. Oils there. And then we should have, there you go. We've got some milk to the side there, and then we have got some, did I do some tins? I think I did some tins as well. So that's how it works. That's the premise behind it. Into our build mode, down to there, and across to our sell points. And there are our two that one decorated, that one not decorated, so depending on which one you want to go for. A little bit cheaper than the base game version with a little bit extra detail and stuff put on them as well. But I like that. That's rather cool. American Farmers Market. Next we have got grape and olive storage. And if you've got your stuff showing, as I do when I do my mod reviews and stuff, unload area and load area, nice and straightforward. So when you're putting into it, you're doing there. When you're taking out of it, you're done there. Now these are interesting because these are actual silos under storage. So 1.41 megabytes download, 8 slots each, 15,000 each. This is by Billy Alpaca 78. They're 500,000 litres each storage. So we're going to our build mode up to the top and across to our silos. There you go. So there's a grape storage and there's our olive storage. No customization options, but they have got these, so they are under productions. And my brain immediately was like, well, what? I don't why would you, what's the point? It's a storage solution. Surely it's a silo. But no, of course not. Having it as a production means once you put your grapes and stuff into, you can set that. If I go across, I can set that output to distributing. So if I need grapes anywhere else, I can set my storage to be a distributor, and off it goes elsewhere. So 500,000 litres of each. There's that one there is the grape storage. Olive storage is a little bit further down. I didn't put anything in that, but 500,000 litres. So yeah, the ability then, once you've got these, if you've got these by your vineyard or your olive groves or whatever, and then set them to distributing, and bang, off your stuff goes to wherever it needs to go to. A very handy solution to a problem I never knew I had. Anyway, time to be a pastafarian. We have got the pasta production, 6.83 megabytes downloaded by Piersi. We've got a few bits and bobs in this. We've got the main factory just here, whose recipes are a little bit, or capacities are a little bit more than what you'll see in a moment. So we have got 14 slots 90,000, 1 slot 30,000. We've got a sell point which is just here. The sell point is 1 slot 1,000, and then we have got pallets we can get which are 1 slot each. Now this does say there is the more flowers mod, so the more flowers, not as in flowers as in bouquets of flowers, as in flower. If you use the more flower mod, then you might not necessarily need to buy the pallets, you'll see. But if you don't have the more flower mod, or you don't want to use the more flower mod, you can buy pallets. Again, this depending on what it is you want to get. If we go to our factories, this will make more sense in just a moment. So we come down to just there. So just there is our main factory. That's 90 grand. These here, pasta production. So all sorts of pastas can be made here, all sorts of things required. But what we've also got is this one here, pasta production trigger. Now I put this separate so the two capacities didn't mingle. And this one I've got actually running. Put the pallets here as well. So that is just the trigger. So basically, if you don't want this massive factory here, I say massive, but if you don't want the big factory, you can use any building you want and just have the pasta production trigger. However, that is a smaller production with regard to recipes and capacities. But I will show you what I mean. Oh, actually, what I should have shown you as well is we come across there to our sell points, and just there is the pasta sales point. That was it, wasn't it? 2 factories, pasta sales point. Oh yeah. Then into here, and we come down to our pallets. And just there, maize flour and peas flour are both there. It does say about the prices being done based upon, was it normal economy? I'm trying to remember what it said now. It said something about the pallets. The purchase prices of corn flour and pea flour were calculated in normal economic difficulty. Since the purchase price of flowers at the shop must be the same for any game difficulty, there could be profit if such flowers are purchased and resold directly. I mean, I say, you know me, I'm not down for anything nefarious. So we'll have a look at the trigger, because the trigger is, I've got this set and running already. So that's what our maize flour pallet looks like. That's what our peas flour pallet looks like. These are liftable, as you can see. I mean, I've got the liftable pallets and bales mod installed by Yos, but if you have, they are liftable. So putting in, done there. Pallets will spawn here, and then our production, as you see to the right, there's a whole load of pastas. I'm not going to have any pallets ready before the end of the episode, I don't think. But so this is the smaller one, and you'll see the capacities: 15,000, 5, 30, 20, 20, 30, 20, 15, 15 of various different things. All those things incoming to the right hand side: carrots, eggs, flour, maize flour, peas flour, potatoes, rice flour, spinach, tomatoes, and then our pastas themselves: carrot pasta, corn and rice pasta, fresh spinach pasta, pasta, pea pasta, potato pasta, spinach pasta, and tricolour. And tricolour is spinach and tomato. So the recipes are all there. And it runs at a fair pace. Cycles per month aren't particularly high, but the recipes are okay, and it's all chugging away. And this is, I've got what I've got in there now, and that's just in the time it's taken me to set up the mods for the mod review. If we go from the pasta production trigger to the pasta production, actually the capacity is the same. Let me just go up to the top storage I'm looking for. That's what I want to look for. Let's go up to that, then back to there. Oh yeah, the capacities are double. If we check at that one as well, let's check a recipe. 75, 25 to 100. 75, 25 to 100. It seems to be okay. What about cycles per month? 72, 36. Right, okay. So the larger one has double the capacity for incoming materials, and the cycles per month are double, but the recipes stay the same. Bang, bosh. No problem at all. There we go. That is our pasta production. Next we have got, oh yeah, show you in here, sheds package under build mode, up to here and down under sheds. So we've got 5 in this pack. Let's do it here on the ground where we can see, starting off with this one here, 8,000, 4 slots, just like that, no customization option, comes with that. This one here, 25 grand, 4 slots. I think they're all 4 slots. This one, more of a drive-through situation again, no customization option. That one, 15 grand and 4 slots, no customization option. That one there, 20 grand, more of a kind of, not quite a T-piece, an L piece, drive-through and storage, a combination. And then this one here, 10 grand and 4 slots. And again, it's that thing where people say, oh, you know, I'll get messages, people saying, why do you keep showing all the sheds? It's that thing of, I'm not interested in that. Again, you might not be, but someone else might be. And if I don't show them, you won't know. And someone might see this pack and go, oh, that's perfect. I need that for, bang. That's the whole point. Anyway, so that's the sheds package. That was by Melee Y2K3 Pavel, I think it is. 10.96 megabytes download. Yeah, 4s. Excellent stuff. Next we have got, I think I'm going to show these ones as well. If we come off of there and we come up, we've got the Old Barns package. So it's these 4 just here. Old Barn package, 22.51 megabytes download by Farmerfivetom. 14 slots, 12 slots, 11 slots, 15 slots with some customization options too. So this one here is 9 grand, shed model, which is kind of open at the front, one door at the back, so part of it's drive-through with a little bit of a hayloft at the top there, either side. Like that. Customization option on this. We've got old wood, I think this is all of them. Old wood, old brick, old plaster. So we see from the side a little bit better. There we go. In the light. So old wood, old brick, old plaster. Very nice. And then colour option was for the door at the back. So I think that's going to be the same on most of them. If we spin that around. Oh no, spin it around in a minute. Let's change that to red. There you go. So you can see the door change. Spin it around, you'll be able to see. There you go, there's our door. Second one there, 10 grand. Still has a door at the back, but this one's slightly different. This has got a closed-in section to the left-hand side, open that side, but a double door that side. Again, with the same customization option for wood, brick, and plaster. We've got this one here, slightly extended, again with the side bit that side, but this side has been extended out. Again with a little hayloft as well, which I quite like. Customization option as well, with old wood, brick, plaster and colour option for the door. And then this one here, 11,000, and this is switched over completely the other side with a different set of doors and a separate section, sort of entirely. The drive-through is separate to the other bits. I like that on the side there with that window as well. Very cool, with customization option on there too. So that is the Old Barn package. Next, actually, we're going to go up to the field. To this, and this is also representative. We've got a lot. When I put on that, I'm going to say it again, 42 plus mods. When I say 42 plus, again, pack of 5, pack of 4, pack of 5, pack of 4, pack of 3. There's, you know, once you start adding up the amount of actual mods, you'll go way above, way above. Anyway, this is the pack of 5 Rustic machine sheds by Rockhound Modding. 58.47 megabytes download. We start off now that all the designs are based off of this main design. If we go into the first one here and under sheds, it's this one here with a bit more space. So like I say, the main premise, the main design is that, as you can see, kind of overlaps quite nicely. Customization option on all of them. We've got a solar panel and we've got a colour option. As you can see, with the other one it's a green roof, this one's a red roof. That's on each one. This is a standard shed, and you'll see the options on these as well. So there's your standard shed. If we come from there to silos, we've got this one here. Similar design, spin that around, but we have got a silo. Now this is a multi-fruit silo. Where are where's my information? Right, so the shed was 14 slots. Silo 28 slots, 50 million litre capacity, and that is multi-fruit including liquids. It will take liquids as well. So that's multi-fruit liquids, 50 million litre capacity. Can't get my head around that. That is bonkers. If we go from there and we go across to containers, this one here, and this one is nuts as well. There you go, for 98 grand. This one is, it's got a diesel tank to it. So it is 15 slots, 2 million litre. And that I checked it, I placed each one just to double check them. The tank at the front there, 2 million litre. One of those ones you refill yourself. To refill 2 million litres, the option it gave you was 3,300,000 pounds, euros or dollars. If you wanted to fill that, I don't know, how long would it take you to get through 2 million litres of fuel? That's crazy. Anyway, that's that one. Then we go from there to tools. And the tools, we got these two here. So they've got a large rustic shed with diesel fuel. That's got a diesel thing at the front, but that is like a gas station. So that's not a fuel tank that stores it. You drive up, you can refuel, and it will charge you. That's that one. And then we come from there to there, and we've got the large rustic shed with workshop, which is the one we have got placed. And so this is the one with our workshop trigger. This is repair and repaint. We look bottom right, repaint and repair. Very nice indeed. What each of these has inside, and I think this one is up this side of the back here. There we go. So we've got these. These are really cool as well. I like the fact that the way this has been done. So proper sound as well. Look, clonk. Outside lights on. Inner lights on, and then this is very cool as well. Look, opens the skylights, and that's the same on all 5 buildings. So we come outside on there, see the skylights open at the top now. Nice little touches, nice little features, very cool indeed. That's the pack of 5 rustic machine sheds. Next I'm going to show you in here, we have got the this was under sheds. We've got the machine and recovery hall, which I'm going to put out just here. So machine and recovery hall, 8.25 megabytes download, 21 slots, 75,000 to buy. We have got the option for solar, I think it was, TWF-Team HaHner, I think it is. There we go. Customization option, yeah, just solar panel on the top there. If we look around the side there, you can see him through the windows. Should be 2 doors in the front. No change of colour or anything like that. It comes just like that. Machine and recovery hall. Next we have got the mid-German farm pack, which is, I've got, this is the first bit, not the first bit, but one portion of it, let's just say that. Again, this has got 4 items, I think it was. 27.67 megabytes download by Farmerfivetom. First portion of this, let's go back up to there, is under sheds. And we've got 3 items under sheds, starting just here. So this one here, 38,900, 8 slots, purely decorational. Now you see here, it's open to the elements. This is designed to be used in conjunction with, so you can overlap like that, join it up, and you can have it built on if you want to. Customization option on this, we've got solar panel or colour. If we do, solar panel is like fairly straightforward, I guess. If we go to colour and go yellow, there you go. So the doors on that have turned yellow, and we spin that round. Come on, there we go, like so. We've then got this one here. So that sort of side shed, like that. 9 grand, 4 slots. We've got this shed here, 9 grand and 5 slots. Then we come from there, that's our shed section. We come from there to our farmhouse, which is that one there. So this, if we spin that round, you'll see there our sleep and wardrobe trigger on that. Customization option, we've got colour, and that changes all the framework and stuff around. So let's go for yellow because that will stand out. So around the windows, see that? Windows and stuff, all the frames have changed. Now this is designed, if I get this right, where was this? Can go, well, you can put it in where you like, of course, but I think it's designed to go like on the back of the here. But again, fiddle around with it. So you can do that on the side there, the shed on the other side, have a fiddle around and, you know, line them up, and if you get it right, it'll, you know, you can set yourself up a whole farmhouse. So that's that. And we come down from there, and under our cows, we've got this one here, which is what I placed. This is the Mid-German cow stable. This was, if I can find it, 35 slots originally, and it will hold 30. No customization on the pen or anything like that. It comes just as it is. But you can change the colour of the doors and stuff, as you can see. We whiz across just here. So yeah, so you can set yourself up a whole farm thing. But I just thought if I placed one, I can show you the others, you know, as you would kind of go about doing it. Otherwise, if I showed it all already done, it looks like that's how it comes. So your milk parlour is just here. Oh, we do have lighting and stuff. I think we have lighting. Thought we did. Open this door here. Slides into the wall. Feed trigger, etc. just down here. Slurry point at the end. Dialogue box just here. This one actually, yeah, I meant to say that. Look, this one comes, says open upper gate, and then open gate below. So we go to the side, open the upper gate. We can just open the top bit if you want to let a bit of air in for the animals, like that. If you want the whole lot open, open the gate below. It'll do the whole thing. If you want to simulate actually putting your animals in, you absolutely can. There is a hayloft up there. There's not a ladder option. I didn't find a ladder option. You watch me find immediate ladder option. I'm assuming the lights are on automatically. Yeah, it must just be from that end. I haven't had anything come up, so I'm not sure you have to do that, because you have to go above the slurry bit here. Better double check. No, just close the rolling gate. There you go. I'm getting bogged down. That's the Mid-German farm pack. Next, we've got the half-timbered farm buildings. 54.09 megabytes download by modding association Katsuo. That must have changed, because I'm sure we had these before, but were they by them? I don't think they were. Right, let's jump over and have a look at those. So, I haven't got everything out. There are 2 of each of these things, which will make more sense momentarily. If we go into our build mode, if we go to pigs first, so this building just to the side here is a pig pen. If we come to there, you will see we have got half-timbered brick pig barn and plaster pig barn. The slots are the same, the price is the same. It's just rather than having a customization option on that, see there, it's the same building, one's plaster, one's brick. So there are 2 in each of these. This will hold 50 pigs. If we come from there and we go to, I think it was it under farmhouses or was it under silos? I think it's, because it's a farmhouse with a silo. So we go. So this one in the corner here, we've got that one there, which we've placed. That's our brick one. And then we've got this one here, which is the plaster one. No customization options on those. 165 grand each, 8 slots each. We can place those. And then if we come back across to our sheds, I think we've got 2 sheds. I didn't place the sheds. I don't know why I placed everything else but not the sheds. I'm not quite sure. But if we come to, there we go. There's our brick one. There's our plaster one. 95 grand and 4 slots each on those. So, farmhouse. Sleep trigger, front, wardrobe trigger around the back. This is a silo, 400,000 litre. Did I put down multi-fruit? Let me just check my notes. I didn't. Oh no, standard. It's a standard crop type, so 400,000 litre. Putting into the silo is done there. This is drive-through. And then taking out of the silo is done here. And you've got all this extra space as well for activities. So you can't actually go into the farmhouse, but like I say, the triggers are either side. And then the pig pen, pig barn is here. And the shed, you saw the shed out. But they all follow the same sort of, the same format. Triggers, etc. Why are we not opening? Huh? This worked before. Okay. Is it because I opened the other one? Or it's just got to be done from the inside? What in the world? It's got to be this, hasn't it? Yep, because it won't roll the other way, will it? There we go. Because the other gate was in the way. Brilliant stuff. So triggers and stuff down there. Dialogue box for putting our animals in there. Our pigs in the other side. So there you go. 2 of each. Quite a big building, so you need a bit of space, and I'd flatten the ground first. That would be my advice. Half timbered farm buildings. Next we've got the Hall CowBarn, 5.56 megabyte download. 14 slots, 40,000, will hold 30 animals, comes just like that. I don't think there was a customization option at all on this one. No. So you find this under your animals, under your cows. As you can see there, slurry point is just there. These doors do open and close. Like that. Light switch. There you go. This gate does open. This is where our dialogue box is for our animals. I think we do have to open the gate first, do we? There we go. 30 animals just in there. Close the gate. Now triggers across the front there. Now with any of these things, you've got feed triggers. Sometimes the feed trigger is the same point where the straw goes in. Sometimes, in this case, when you've got an inside bit here, sometimes the straw trigger might be just inside. Sometimes it requires bales to be placed in. Sometimes you need a bale shredder. Sometimes it will work from a trailer. It's that case of if you have put one of these things out, or you're on a map where you've got one, it's a case of going through that checklist of things of, look, I've tried with the trailer, that's not working. Maybe that's not where the trigger is. Try somewhere else for the trigger. If it doesn't work with the trailer, then think, okay, well, maybe I need a bale shredder. Often if you put a bale into a bale shredder, as soon as you drive up, all of a sudden the trigger comes up. It gives you the thing to unload and it'll work fine. If it works fine with that, then sometimes you can just bring a bale, you place a bale in and the bale will disappear and you've got your straw in there. So it's just a case of going through a checklist of things until you work out what does what and where. There you go. Did I say who this was by? I didn't. Hall CowBarn, 5.56 megabytes download by 750 Ti modding. Next we have got, oh, I did put it out. This is the Swedish Pigshed. I'm now not this is not knocking the modder or the mod. I'm not a big fan of the design of this, just because of the poor little piggies. I don't know. I know it's, you know, it's crazy, but you'll see. 27.91 megabytes download, 15 slots, 194,000 to buy. It will hold 300 animals, and it's by Swifty. Customization options on this were, if we go down to our animals, across to our pigs. That one just there. What was customization? Wasn't solar, was it? No, just colour. So the end bit's there, and the side bits of trim you can see. On this one they're red, on that one they're a creamy yellow colour. So feed goes in here. Slurry point is just there. I think, was this one that had the slurry point opened? One of them did. Oh, I must have missed that one down their animal pens. Dialogue box for our pigs is just here. And this is an interesting one as well, because we've got like a washroom here, and then we've got a whole set of offices. So it's a kind of built-in whole farm office experience. We've got like a little conference room, breakout room, main office just here. There's a lot of detail gone into it. But yeah, so what we'll do now, if we go into the corridor, and it is a corridor, and this is what I mean, look, I've started watching the series Severance. This reminded me of that, bizarrely. So look, we got separate sort of sections. It's and I have put some pigs in here, look, and when you put a whole load in here, I've got 45 pigs in here, and they all seem to be separate, all little. Yeah, I don't know. And the thing is, you can only get out one end as well. I got right the way down to the end. All these doors open. It's such a strange. And again, like I say, I'm not knocking the modder, because this is the pig pen. This is what it's like. But I'm trying to think of all the pig pens and stuff I've reviewed, or animal pens. I don't think I've ever reviewed one like this before. Sometimes you get a big open building with the actual pens which are separate, but I've never seen them all in small sort of rooms like that before. Like I say, it's weird. It's you know, it's a game. I get it. You know, but it's, I don't know. I don't know why it's affected me so much. That's the Swedish Pigshed by Swifty. Next we have got the B1 15 grain silo by, is it Pazor? I've got to get this right. Marketoth 870. 51.54 megabytes download, 16 slots, 3.5 million capacity standard crop type. If we go into build mode, go up to our silos. and it is that one just there, 240 grand. I have placed one out. I placed one out to double check and see if it was standard crop type or multi-fruit. It is a standard crop type only. If I do that, we can have a look here. You can't go into this building here, but putting in is done there, taking out is done underneath there, and it does say in the description this is based upon a real silo complex. So there you go, that's the B1 15 grain silo. Next we come out of there and we're going to go to, oh, what was this under? Oh, this is under winter equipment. Under winter equipment there we have got this, the Lizard SA800. This is by, I think it's Sotorud, but it's a 5. Sotorud, I think it is. 3.6 megabytes download, 2 slots, 2 meters wide. It does say in the description these are designed to spread sand, but obviously in game it's salt. So options on this, they're on 800 litres. It goes on the back, and when you switch it on, the stuff comes out. It's 2 meters wide, so it will spread salt to 2 meters. Fairly straightforward. That's the Lizard SA800. Actually, we're back into here anyway. Back into here. Because under miscellaneous, we have got the next two. So we've got the Dolly 1993 3-axle. This is 2.5 megabytes download by BlackBird modding. It is 2 slots. As you can see, options of this, we got rim colour, triple axle with our 5th wheel on there, and a license plate option on there too. Then we've got this one here, the Dolly 10L. This is 16.11 megabyte download, 9 slots by AgrarModding, 18,500. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, PKT, Vredestein, and back. Under Michelin, we've got Michelin. wide 2, wide 2, yeah, just those two. And then under Vredestein, wide 2, wide. Without fender, with fender, and rim colour and license plate option on there as well. There you go. Lizard Dollies. We've then got, oh yes, let's move on to this. We have got the Lime and Manure Spreader Pack by Mod Misha. This is 25.48 megabytes download, 7 slots, 5 slots, 7 slots, and 8 slots. These are muck spreaders, base game, have all been converted to do muck and lime with some other configuration options as well. So we go to our fertilizing manure section, manure spreaders. Now, here's our base game 3 that have been converted. So there's the base game. So we got that one there, and that one there. Now you might be asking, well, that one's been changed, but that's not under fertilizer spreaders or muck spreaders. That's under trailers, and in the trailer section it can be trailer or manure spreader. So these have been changed, but that's not all that's been changed, because we've got options on here, as you can see there, for chassis and frame color, decal color, and rim color, which the base game version doesn't have. This one has the option for lime and manure spreader or trailer. So like the other one, but the other one is under trailers initially, and then you can change it. Then we've got chassis, frame, backdoor colour, rim colour, change on that. This one is quite different because this one's got the option, as well as the other bits and bobs here, for 16,500 litres, which the base one has got, or 33,000 litres. Nothing changes on the actual model itself, but it will take 33,000 litres. You can do a 12 metre or a 24 metre spread width as well, which is pretty cool. And chassis, backdoor, grid, and rim colour, license plate option on there as well. And then this one here, I think it's just, say standard, but just standard. But like I say, rather than just do manure, they will do manure and lime with the colour option change as well. But what I got them out to check was, which is often the case, will they spread the manure and lime to the same width? And they do. I just wanted to show that. But I say they are the base game models for all intents and purposes, and if you've gone, I didn't change any of the colours, but if you want to personalise them and make them your own, that's pretty cool. But it does give you some more options then with regard to spreading lime as well, which I think is quite cool. And I like the fact this one gave me the option, so that one now I've got that as a 33,000 litre rather than 16, which is pretty cool. And if we jump in the tractor and look above, you'll see that one, I had that set on the 12. That's done 12 and 12, no problem at all with our lime and our manure. The one behind was 24, that did 24 and 24, lime and manure exactly the same, because often you find spreaders will do manure at one width and then lime at another width. So, you know, or if it's fertilizer and lime, it'll do fertilizer at one width, lime at another, but these will do exactly the same in both. But I got them out just to double check that and be certain. So that is the Lima Manure Spreader Pack by Mod Misha. Now what I'm also going to show you while we're here, because it's in the same category, if I can find them, is just here. This is the Annabburgger HTS HD04 spreaders by Red Phoenix. 57.39 megabytes download, 10 slots and 12 slots. Oh right, and I put down here in capital letters, won't fill. When I say won't fill, I couldn't fill this up from a multi-fruit buy station. I had to fill this up with a bucket on a telehandler. It might work with conveyor belts and stuff like that, but I couldn't get it to fill from a silo, so that's just something to bear in mind with regard to this. Under the same section, and you'll see them both there. So we've got our single axle, tandem axle. That's the difference between the two. Capacity is the same on both. 10 or 15 metre spread width. So we've got our options there for Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back again. We've got paint job standard or the Agritechnica special edition for 2023. We've got rear lights old or new. I think I went new on ours. Side panel, so it's 9,200 litre or 11,000 litre. And then we've got working width 10 metre, 12 metre or 15. I went 15, and this did exactly the same thing because this does manure and lime too. And it did exactly the same. It did the manure and the lime both at the same width, no problem at all. And you'll see when we go airborne, there you go, 15 metre, manure and lime, exactly the same. All of these, let's say those are base game ones, that's fairly standard. This one obviously isn't a base game one. So we have got our fold and unfold, which the other ones do too, to operate. And then when we set off and do our thing, it does its thing, which is designed to do. Very nice indeed. The Annabburgger, I'm going to say this right this time, the Annabburgger HTS, did I say, what did I say? 11D. Was that right? 11D04 spreaders. Yes. I think I got that right. Next, I'm going to show you in here. Keep doing that. Let's go to our auger wagons. And we have got here the Kinsey Wagon Pack by Hispano, 24.91 megabytes download, 6 slots each. We've got the 851 and the 1051 grain cart. This one here, 30,000 litres. We've got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein and back again. Main colour, does that. Design colour, does that. Cover colour, does that. Rim colour and license plate option on there too. The other one is exactly the same with regard to the options, but it's a 37,000 litre instead. Pipe unfolds. It's an auger wagon. Does your auger wagon crop types, doesn't do everything or anything different or anything like that. No unreal capacities. They come just like that. The Kinsey Wagon Pack. Next we have got, actually I'm going to show you this one in here as well while we're here. We have got the, there we go. That's the Kun Verimaster 153 by Pushcap. It is 5.45 megabytes download, 4 slots, 2 meters wide. It is a plough. It will allow it to create fields and it will rotate. It is a rotating plough. I did double check it on the assembly. So you go along one way, get to the other end, lift it, rotate it, put it back down, away you go. Plough your fields or create new ones to your heart's content. 120 horsepower required. Design colour will change. Let's go. There you go. Like so. Next, we've got this. This is, if I can find it, the TT-8022 Driveless by Hispano, 6.72 megabytes download, 7 slots. We don't get a huge amount of sugarcane equipment, but this is a sugarcane planter. I've never, because they're quite small, you'll see what I mean. If we go into our menu here, I don't tend to use them for that, or in the past haven't used them for that. I haven't used one for a very long time, I'm not going to lie. But I don't do a lot of sugarcane. So under sugarcane planters, there's our 2 base game ones under Gessner. But the TT-8022 Driveless, 61,500, 17,100 litre. It will hold 200 horsepower required. It's a 1 metre spread width. But this does... Oh, they do the same as well. This does seed and fertilizer. We can change the main colour, which will do all of that. Design colour, which does those bits, and then rim colour on there as well. Now, what I've done in the past, and it's a little bit naughty, you probably shouldn't do it, but if you're trying to get seed cheap, little life hack here, people, if you want to get some seed cheap. If you come down to consumables and you look at your sugarcane there, it's 2,000 litres for 380. So that's 1,000 litres for, what's that, 190? Yeah. So 1,000 litres for 190. Just bear that in mind a second, because if we then come down to here and we go to our, well, doesn't matter, big bags, seed, 1,260 for 1,000 litres. So 190 or 1,260. But you will argue, and you're quite right, but that's sugarcane you're talking about, Miss Silly P. Are you insane? So, and you watch this not work now. I wonder if it's been changed. But anyway, what I would also suggest, if you are going to operate this sugarcane planter, you are going to need a front weight. Without the front weight, all the weight was over the rear 3-point and it was lifting the wheels. It does say to use rear weights on the tractor, but the other thing you can do as well is if you switch to the back, if you lower it, it sits on its wheels. It's fine then because it takes all the weight off the back. That's fine. If we open cover, that's for our fertiliser at the front there. You'll see 2,100 litres, then 15,000 litres of sugarcane. If we put it into operating position, unfold the seeder, so it's a crazy looking thing, isn't it? It reminds me of the Alien Queen on Aliens, that whole neck thing. I don't know. Switch it on. I can't explain it, and we've already lowered it. Have we lowered it? Lowered it. That seems to be going very quickly. There, yeah, we are. We are using seed and fertiliser, and we are putting sugarcane in the ground at 9 miles per hour. Very cool indeed. So stop that, raise that, fold that. Now it does say it gives you the option to unload. This isn't going to work now, is it? If I unload, yeah, boy. So it is so dodgy, it's unbelievable. But our sugarcane that cost us 190 for 1,000 litres. When you unload the sugarcane, it unloads it as seed. I've saved myself a fortune. Woohoo! Like I say, that's not what it's designed to do. You can do that if you want to, if you're feeling a little bit naughty, shall we say. So that's the TT8022 Drive Less. Next we have got, oh yeah, this one didn't make any sense to me. Oh, it does make sense to me, but also doesn't make sense to me. And we have got the SP10M by Ridiculous Dominic. It's 4.39 megabytes download, 3 slots, 10.5 meter. There are 2 of these, and we've got one that is 9 miles an hour and one is Unreal at 24 miles an hour. And these are interesting in the way they unfold as well by Ridiculous Dominic. They're telescopic, which is quite cool. But here's the thing. So we go to our ploughs. Just there. So there's our standard and there's our Unreal. So that'll go at 9 miles an hour. That'll go at 24 miles an hour. If you want to plough a little bit quicker. 320 horsepower required. You can put them front or rear because it's got a thing both sides. Now this says add function standard, which I assume is plough, or mulcher. So I thought, oh, I'll get one of each. So I've got one mulcher, one standard. Main colour can be changed, design colour can be changed. I think we can see which colours are those that will get changed. Exactly the same on this one, difference being the speed. That's it. So, if I do this, switch to the front and unfold. How cool is that? Telescopic. Now, this is the mulcher. So this should mulch, right? That's ploughing. That's definitely the mulch version. I picked the mulch version. But if it's going to plough anyway, then I'm not sure. Yeah, I definitely got the mulch version. So I don't know what's happening there. We switch to the back one. You watch this one do the mulching now. This one should be the 24 mile an hour one. So drop that down. We're off, people. Again, you haven't got to go Unreal if you don't want to. But that will do Unreal if you want it to. We have also got the option to create fields, so you can create your own fields from this if you want as well. And the fact it folds up nice and small for transport and storage is very handy indeed. That's the SP10M. Next, I'm going to show you this in here. I think we might be almost coming to the end of part 1 because I've got quite a few vehicles to show in part 2. Under seeders, we have got this, the E-Drill Maxi. This is by CowBarn. It's 15.6 megabytes download, 7 slots, 3 meters. It's by Hispano. Options of this, main color and design color. If we change the design color, let's go yellow so you can see what changes. That's the lid. Main color does the main body of the vehicle. Now this is a seeder with a power harrow built into it. So that is how it comes, like that. But if we come out of there and we come to our power harrows, there is the H series. That's just the power harrow on its own. So the power harrow on its own, again if I can find it, 3 slots, 3 meters. Main color can be changed, so if you just want a power harrow you can do that, or if you buy the whole thing you can detach the power harrow from it, the power harrow from it, but it will do the job as a seeder in one unit. Let me think, is there anything else I can show you very quickly? Yes, there is. I'm just trying to get as much done in part 1 as I can. If we come from there to our slurry type doodadery, come along to slurry transport. So we've got the Zunhammer VLT semi-trailer by LS Map Tester. This is 3.03 megabytes download, 4 slots, 21,000 litres. So these are the base game ones, ULT 18, ULT 24. That's 21,000 litres, and that comes like that, and that has a built-in front dolly. This one, this modded one here, the semi-trailer one, is basically that without the dolly, so it's transported by a lorry. It's got our landing gear on the side there. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back again, wide 2s. There's various different options for the tyres in there, and a license plate option as well. 21,000 litres, digestate or slurry it will take. Yeah, it's just a semi-trailer version of the other one, which, you know, if you'd rather have that, that's absolutely fine. It's a little bit cheaper, but yeah. You do you, as always. Right, come out there. We might have time for one more. Can I fit this in? Yes, probably. Let's come down to, because some of these I can just show you. That's quite straightforward. We have got the Puttinger Nova Alpine 261. This is 5.49 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2.6 meters wide by Hispano. It is a front mower, 45 horsepower required. Options on this, main color does that, and chassis color, I think just does the skirt, not the chassis, I think. Let's go green. There you go. Does that. 2.6 meter front mower. Oh, should stop the engine. Come on there. Let me just check my timings and we'll see. That could be the end of part 1. We'll double check. You lucky people. I can show you a couple of other things. Don't you worry about it. Let's jump into here, shall we? So, again, these are ones I can just show you in here because we know what they do. You know, it's very straightforward. A lot of the ones by Hispano that we've had today are old base game ones or ones we've had before, which have basically just got colour alterations on them. And then we've got them coming back, really. So we've got the Covenant 85122. That is just here. So this is our Tedder. 6 slots, 90 horsepower required, 11.2 meters. We can change the main color and design color on there, so that will unfold as a Tedder. Straightforward. We have got here, we've got the Class Volto Pack by Agrar Design Austria, 29.21 megabytes download, 9 slots, 5.8 meters, 10 slots, 7.7 meters. So that one there, the Class Volto at 5.8 meter. That one there, the Class Volto at 7.7 meter. These are both the same with the options. We've got support arm. We've got support arm mounted, support arm wheel mounted, also ground wheel mounted, and back again. Then we've got warning signs yes or no on the back, and then we've got design colour, which changes. There you go. The bottom, is it the bottom hubs? It's only, let me just pick another colour. So here we go. Well, it's actually just the outer frame bits, isn't it? It's not the hubs themselves, it's the wheel supports. Because the hubs are the same colour, it's the outside bits that change. There you go. There's a curiosity for you. Again, under Tedders, that's the Class Volto Pack. And then finally, I think we'll finish on here. We're going to Windrowers. This makes me smile as well. This is the Puttinger Top 722. This is 24.78 megabytes download by Agrar Design Austria. And when I went through, I thought, we've had this already. I'm sure we have. When I went in to have a look, we have got 5 or 6 different Pertinger top, different sizes, all by Agrar Design Austria. They like their windrowers, they really do. So this is a windrower. We've got on the back of it, we've got Vredestein or Mitas. Vredestein, we've got 16-inch or 17-inch wheel tyre combo. Got Fender's old gen, Fender's new gen. License plate option there as well. There you go. And that will windrow to 6.6 metres. And that is where I'm going to end part 1. We've got some cool stuff left to come. Some nice vehicles. Some tractors. We've got some lovely tractors actually. Big Buds, John Deere's. We've got some cool stuff. Yeah. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, as always, thanks for watching.